Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leslie and today I want to do some plant chores, maybe a little laundry, clean the kitchen, and if we have time we'll get to the floors. Oh, I also want to show you that I did get my military mom out of the back of my car. I do not drink out of it. I bought it online and they had done a really good job of covering the crack that's all the way down on the inside, and it comes down to about where the words are. So it's just for looks. But I can't get rid of it because my baby was in the military. It's almost anti-mist. Okay, let's get started. Alocasias are grown in a very humid environment, and since it's not as humid, I try to group my plants together to make their own little microbiome where they can, kind of share their moisture. I don't know how it works. I just have learned this. Anyway, so I've put all of my alocasias in here. We're going to let them, we're going to let them soak for about 15 minutes. And then I want to treat them and put them back where they came from, because alocasias are also notorious for attracting pests. So fantastic. All right, so while they are soaking, I am going to unload the dishwasher and reload it, wipe down the counters, and then do this floor. Then I'll go and do my pest treatment, place them back where they belong, and we'll move on to the next set of plants. Darn it. Okay, so to go through and treat my alocasia, right now I'm using a mixture with this arbor, and I mixed it up and put it in my old We Are the Wild Protect with neem oil. I take a Microsoft cloth, take one corner, spray my protectant or treatment on here, and then I wipe the tops of the leaves. You also want to make sure that you're dusting your leaves. I do mine every 2 weeks. I try to do it on the opposite weeks of watering, but I don't know if I did it last weekend, so we're doing it now, and it's okay. But dust and bugs and all of that can really decrease the growth in your plants, and it will not allow the sun to help it to photosynthesize. One of the main things that it needs: air, light, and water. Every living thing needs air, light, and water in some form or fashion. Some of us need more water. This leaf is very curled under, probably because he was thirsty. I'm not seeing any bugs under here. So, that's a good sign. Have some baby leaves that came out. I want to say in the old days, but probably back in the 70s and 80s, offices used to use pledge on their plants to make them shine. And I don't know if it does anything to the plants, but I've never done it. But I've seen it happen before. I don't know if every office did that, but I've been in offices where they did it. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe it's what their grandmother did and it worked. I don't know. All right, so that's one plant treated. I will go to the next corner and treat my alocasia Fryedeck with the same spray, different corner. These leaves are a lot thinner, so I try to be as delicate as possible with her, or him. His name is Dexter. Okay, Dexter the Fryedeck. So I just want to wipe off the top. And then wipe off the bottom. Okay, she's a little droopy. She needed some, needed some water. It's probably overwatered now, but he'll be fine. I don't know if he got enough water last week, because I went through and just kind of gave a little water here and a little water there to anybody that looks like it needed it. And I may not have given him enough. Maybe I gave him too much. We don't know. That's how I learn about plants. I just try and learn. Usually your plants will tell you what they need. When they're thirsty, they'll droop. When they're happy, they'll be upright and nice, pretty green colors. Also, in alocasias, as they age, the leaves will turn yellow and droop and drop off. So these are the first 2 leaves that it had when I got it. So that is normal. I guess I should have stated that. As I say, you usually only have a few leaves on your alocasias at a time. You don't have a massive growth like you would with a philodendron or anything like that. Saw that recently in some plant YouTube channel. Maybe I read it online. We don't know. We don't know. We just learn things. Okay. Did I do this one? Don't remember. We can do it again. Just to be sure. There we go. Okay. Wrong way. Sprayed it to the ceiling. Okay. Now, if you're like me and you're old and you can't see any bugs, this one was doing the Cinderella thing. The foot was stuck and I pulled on it. So we don't know if it's going to have the actual point anymore. That's fine. Everything is fine. But I want to show you one of the gadgets I have. Alright, so as you know, it can be really hard when we're older and have to wear readers and our eyes just aren't as good to be able to look at these plants really closely and see little itty bitty microscopic bugs. But it's necessary. I was going to say necessary. I don't know. I have this microscope that I got off of Amazon, and I will link it down below. It's called the Max C microscope. It has a stand. Oh, I guess it goes this way. I have it on right now, so the light is on. It has this stand where you can just, you know, put it like that, whatever. It has a charger. I don't ever use it, so it's charged. But if you look at my phone, see how I'm looking at my table? And we're going to zoom in on this blueberry. You can get really close. So I'm going to show you this on a plant. We're just going to come over here to this plant. Hold on. The Wi-Fi network does not appear connected to the internet. Keep trying Wi-Fi because it works. Alright, so I think I need to zoom out a little bit. Hold on, I can't do it that way. Alright, so there's the leaf, right? And you just go in and you look closely down the leaf. Hold on. Are y'all seeing that? I don't even know if y'all are seeing anything. I'm going to come out and then go down. And when I soak my plants, anything that is not a succulent, I will soak it for 15 minutes and then pour a little water on top. I've already done it on these. And then you just lift it up and let all that extra water run out. And then it's ready to be put back in its spot. I just want to make sure I get a thorough soaking because I only water once every 2 weeks. I'm not going to water any of my succulents. I might give him a little bit of water just to be safe. Because succulents can go a little while longer. This is a type of, it's, what is it called? It's a, yep, that left me. I'll put it on the screen when I remember. Words are very hard when you're exhausted. So all of these guys are okay. My Beatier, this leaf is starting to harden off now. It's been out for about a week. And it looks like we're trying to get another one, although I'm not sure. I might need to remove this to allow it to do whatever it is it wants to do. If I can figure out how to get it off, because he's just leaning. I need to put him up on a pole to get him to kind of grow up a little bit more and not lean so much. Christmas cactus does not need a bunch of water. I just like to turn my, I like to turn my plants every week. These three are looking good still. Tie-dye, Haworthia, and my, I don't know what it was, mermaid tail or something. This guy likely has a fungus, so I'm going to cut that off. Everything else has either had a little water or is taking a break this week. I watered my fire spider plant. My Calathea orbifolia over here is doing well. I'm giving her plenty of water. You see some crisping on the leaves here. That is because they like a lot of humidity. So I'm going to dunk her in the water and let her sit and just have a nice bath. This will need to be watered as well. This is a Syngonium, not really sure of the name, red dotted Syngonium. We don't know. I'm sure he's fine up there. You see this white on here? This could very likely be thrips. This plant has had thrips before. So I'm going to show you a trick on how to tell instantly and kill them instantly if they are thrips. If you suspect that you have thrips on a plant, 70% alcohol and a Q-tip. If you put, I'm going to take the top and fill it because I'm going to dump it afterwards. Okay? If you take a Q-tip and you get it wet with alcohol and you touch those areas where it's white and they turn colors, that's thrips and they will die instantly. I don't see any real color there. See that little brown spot? That's a thrip that's now dead. So that tells me I'm going to take this plant outside and spray it down really good on the porch, the front porch that's covered. Again, I don't know if you could see it, but that brown spot on there is a thrip that is now dead. If it doesn't turn colors, it's just, you know, dirt or whatever. But if it turns colors like that, it's a thrip. So, let me go throw out this other now that I've spilled it on myself. That's a little tip from me to you that I learned from the internet, that I'm sharing on the internet for those who didn't see it on the internet. Thanks! All right, everyone, that's about all I'm going to do for today on camera. I'm going to continue my cleaning and plant care. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you're on a plant journey, if you have any questions, let me know. I don't know everything about plants, but I can at least try and help you. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. If you're on a cell phone, hype it, subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you're notified every time I upload, and I'll see you real soon in the living room. Bye.